there actually sound coming out of my PC this time?
Yeah, no, I literally can't make sound come out of my PC, bro.
Oh, right.
Right, anyways, start the video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, start. Come on, talk. Give us an intro.
Hi.
Okay. So, what are we doing today?
We are seeing what the difference is between a 10-year-old boy naming lots of aliens and the difference between an 8-year-old girl naming the aliens.
Yeah, give or take a little bit like that. Right, are you ready? What do you think?
I don't know.
You gotta think of something.
What do you think they call it?
If you don't know what it's called, you gotta think of what they would call it.
He has a sand timer thing on his head.
They all have that.
That's
You
the
mean
Ben 10
you
watch.
mean the watch? They literally every single one of them has had that.
I don't know.
So call him something. That's the whole point of this video, mate.
He might be Wildcat. He does look pretty wild.
Wild cart doesn't exist. That's
Oh,
not a fucking Ben 10 alien.
Did I?
No. Right, this guy is Cannonbolt. Okay? Alright. What do you think?
He looks creepy.
Okay. I mean,
have
that's a
no
good start.
idea.
Creepy guy.
He's obviously Ghost Creep.
I have no idea.
Right, so you have to think of a name. That's
would
the
they call it?
entire
Maybe.
point.
Duplicate.
It's
You're calling him
it's got a
Duplicate.
fly trap on its head. What would you call it?
Probably call him Flytrap. Right, so you're calling this guy Duplicate.
Yeah.
This guy is
Because-
Wildvine.
Because he has another thing coming out of his mouth.
Well, it's white wine.
Interesting. It's Wildvine. What do you think? Look, honestly, me and Ben and Dylan, if we saw this picture all of a sudden randomly, we would not know what this thing was called.
I
So,
know which one.
no, you don't. You're lying to me.
What do you mean how?
You're literally lying, bro. What do you think Evie? What do you think it is?
I was going to say Wildcat, but...
Stop
That's
saying
wild.
Wildcat.
Pretty
Wildcat
wild,
isn't a
but
thing.
That's why I said I was going to say, but...
It doesn't exist.
You can't just say Wildcat and
He
Grey
looks-
Matter for every single one.
Crazy.
I keep on being about to say Pokemon.
Say Wildvine.
He looks crazy. So
Okay.
I'm
He
calling
said that's
him
not a
Crazy
Pokemon,
Freak.
Crazy Freak.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, his name was Spitter, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you think this guy's called?
Tell me what he does.
He's like electric. He
Electro.
turns himself into electric.
Electro.
Okay. Wow. I think his name was Electrobuzz.
Hey, Buzzshot.
Buzzshark. That's the
Buzz
one.
is a Pokemon.
Fuck.
You're
Right.
so
What do you
bad.
think this guy's called?
What does he do?
I'm not telling you what they do anymore. You have to figure it out just by looking at him. What do you What do you think he
What's his
does?
face look like?
Well, his face looks like he's crazy.
Okay, you can't just call them all crazy
Like,
freak.
what
Okay.
animal does he look like? Look at his face, look at his back.
He looks a little bit like a shark with like the blue,
Okay, that
but
works.
he can like walk and
So,
stuff.
what do you think his name is?
Walk.
I knew she was going for that.
So it's
Walking
it's
shark,
a walk,
wow.
like WARCK. I couldn't
Walk.
remember how to spell shark.
Walk.
Shark is
No,
shark.
shark
Shark's
is
spelled with a
K.
K.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was mixing
So
them.
it's WALK.
Walk.
Wait, that's how you spell walk.
Yeah.
I think his name
Just
is
call it
Walk. Walk.
Warark. Okay,
Warark.
you think his name is Warark, which
Sounds
actually is a
more-
little bit better.
sounds fair, yeah.
But his name is Octiguana, because he's all about like ice and cold.
He's an iguana.
And what do you think this guy's called?
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not going to be able to tell you this guy's name. Dylan will have to say it because he's got the word up.
Now that I've seen their names, I remember it.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Okay. I mean, Wolverine works.
It's Blitzwolf.
It's Blitzwolf. Okay. Now, what do you think?
He looks weird.
I don't think she knows the name of like the thing. You know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. What was it called back in Egyptian times when they worshipped a guy because he
Oh.
was the best?
A pharaoh.
Okay.
What do you think this is?
That's
Pharaoh.
part of this guy's name.
A pharaoh-fied.
Pharaoh-fied.
Yeah.
Now you're just making up
You
words.
just added "fied" to the end.
Yeah, what is fide? What does fide mean? Tell us what fide is. If you can explain it, then I'll let you use that as an
like,
answer.
He was mummified, but he's like still
Okay.
alive.
I mean,
and
do you know
he's,
what?
Like, a
Yeah.
pharaoh.
She explained it a little
Yeah.
bit.
What's he actually
His
called?
name is Snarrow, because it's like Pharaoh, but he
Snarrow.
tangles you up with his bandages, so he snares you. So he's a Snarrow. What do you think?
Did she just say wild card?
She said she really wants to say wild card. Oh my god.
What does he
What
look
what is wild card?
You keep saying wild card for everything. That video.
Yeah, what do you think it is, Evie?
It's not got.
You just gotta think of a name.
What do you think it'd be
What
called?
would you name it?
I
If
would
if you could
name
turn
it-
into it, you'd have to think of a name.
Not wild card.
I just know Wildcard just because of the fight now.
But how about we just name this guy Wildcard, and then you're not allowed to say Wildcard for any other one.
What if they're actually named Wildcard?
They are.
That none of them. There is no alien called Wildcard.
How'd you
Okay.
explain it? It's just still like.
I'll
wild card,
call
wild
him Hong.
Hong.
Because, like,
How'd you spell that?
the
What kind of like word is that?
Hong.
H-O-N-G?
Because, like, he looks like
Or just
Hulk.
H-O-N?
And, like, because he looks like Hulk and he's, like, super strong.
So it's Hong.
Yeah.
card.
Because he's Hulk but strong. What about Strulk?
We'll go with Hong. What's
We'll
his
go with
actual
Hong.
name?
His name is Frankenfreak, I think.
Strike.
Frankenstrike. There's no freak everywhere. Well, one of them she called like freaking something freak.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of freaks because a ghost freak. What do you think? Be careful on my cans, bro.
He looks.
You're ruining them.
He looks derpy. He looks derpy.
He looks
Is
derpy.
his name Derpy then?
What do you think his name
Derpy freak.
is? It's
He
wild
doesn't
card.
look freak. Deke.
Deek. You can't just mix words together.
She literally can.
Well, would you like ghost freak? Those were two separate words, weren't they? And they were and he was a ghost and he was a freak, so it was called ghost freak.
Well, can I call him Derp?
You can call him Derp if you want, if you
I'll
think that's
call him
what
Derp.
he's called. This guy is called Upchuck
I knew he wasn't called Derp.
because he eats stuff and then he
He
turns it
was
into
called
like
Derp.
plasma inside of himself
I
and then he
wouldn't call him
spits it
Derp. I
out.
knew he wasn't called Derp.
So he upchucks it. And what do you think?
Is Alien X in this one?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll tell you when
Sort of
Alien
looks
X
like
is in it. Okay.
He does look a bit like Alien X.
Not really.
No, but close enough.
I guess.
Um.
This one's closer to the duplicate that you mentioned.
And this one is the name of a Pokemon. There you go.
True.
I didn't even know any Pokemons.
We should do Pokemon next then.
Yeah. You should do Pokemon for me.
Oh, yeah,
Pokemon
but
the
you'll
most
know
random
them.
ones, I'm like,
It's funny how an
well,
Eevee has to
unless you do something
take
really
5
nice,
minutes to
can't
think of a name.
That's because you keep telling her that her choices are wrong.
It's because they are.
You've called anything wild card 6 times now,
Wild
and then
card.
you would have been, you'd have been
After the first 2 times, we're like, that's what I think. She's
Yeah,
still
but now
like,
it's
wild
just
card.
like an ongoing joke.
like Snake Wise.
Yeah.
What do you think
of a
they'd
name
call
for
it?
Yeah, just
When they
think of a
made the
name.
show, what do you think they would have named it?
Just anything.
What are its powers?
Any name.
I don't know.
It can.
It can split into
duplicate.
multiple versions of itself.
Yeah. They can make
So
more of
it
it.
can make more of itself.
Multiple.
Multiple works, to be honest. Multiple's good.
Sometimes knowing the powers. makes you better.
Multiply.
It was called Ditto.
Oh yeah, it was called Ditto. I forgot to say that bit. What do you think this guy's called?
This
This guy is actually the only one that she would be able to guess from its name. It's so funny.
It's such a-
Just go back to your roots, okay?
Think
Name
about-
this one like you would have named something that has
How
lots
it
of
looks.
eyes. Okay.
You know what you were doing
Tell you that
yesterday
much.
with the names? Just adding guy onto it.
Yeah.
Just giving it to her at this point.
Yeah.
Hi, guy.
That's it. That's his name.
I wasn't gonna let her get that one wrong.
What do you? This is my favorite, by the way.
And it's
It looks
heckin'
weird, though.
gigantic.
Heckin' enormous.
Yeah, this isn't the one that we know.
It looks different to what.
Enormi?
I mean, that works.
Nice.
No
I mean, it does have 2 eyes. And this one's called Way Big, because he's way big.
I like what you did there.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's why he named it that.
What I did yesterday.
Alright, that's all of them.